podcast.
And then just thanks for following.
Thanks for following, guys.
Thanks
watching
for
the
the
replay.
replay.
Thanks for joining us here on the replay. And as we wait for guests to get on, you guys should know who this is. This is Dave Robards. Dave Robards is one of the sales managers and trainers for Grant Cardone. So heck yeah, buddy. Already someone John Ferguson, actually. This guy's
What's
a
up,
sales
John?
trainer. What's up, John? How's it going?
Let me share it to all my people.
So we're gonna wait here. We're gonna let some people get on. What's up, Darcy? Darcy, we
Share
all know you're from
phones.
Vegas.
Can you see that I shared it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can share.
So
it
while you
again.
guys are waiting,
Share
share.
on Twitter.
Share. This is gonna be a big episode, guys. Make sure you share your followers. We're gonna go over some really in-depth key training that will get you on the next level for your sales. We're going to talk about our relationship that we've had with each other, and it's just kind of amazing, this ride that's come along. Yeah, man, thanks for the hearts, too,
Dude,
by the way.
Renee, thanks for joining us. Renee, Natalie, the chair, Citizen Crane. Man, you guys are awesome. Give Carl some hearts.
Give me some
Carl
hearts.
All
Loving
right.
it. Nice
So-
view. Yeah, the view is nice. Not right now, though.
Yeah.
We have fires going on.
Oh, maybe they were talking about me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were talking about you. They weren't looking behind you.
All right, so are you going to get over here and
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
with me, or are you
Yeah.
going to?
Yeah.
How you want to do this?
Yeah, let's turn it around. All right.
So there we go.
All
All right.
right.
So I'm not going to be able to read it from back here. So Carl, why don't you start it off? Why don't you ask me?
Yeah, well,
What were we talking about this morning at breakfast?
well, before we get into that, I think we should talk a little bit more about how long we've known each other, and
Okay.
Do you mind-
So I'm 38. How old are you?
38.
You're 38.
Yeah.
We're the same age. We worked at a club together when we were 23.
Yeah.
23, 24.
22, 23, 24.
So 14, 15 years, about a decade and a half, Carl and I have been close friends, and we started at the bottom, man. The club that we were at, we were the bottom feeders, and he was the valet and I was the food runner, and man, it was fun, but it wasn't pretty. And we just both knew that we were going to be more than that. We were going to be
Chippendales.
Chippendales.
Oh man.
Yeah, started at the
We
bottom.
were going
now
to
we're
talk
here.
about that.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, very close to Chippendales.
Very close.
Very close.
Good.
So anyway, we both just Carl quit first, and he got into insurance. Started getting into sales. I went off into sales and selling windshield repair in Texas. And now 15 years later, this guy owns his own insurance company. He owns a restaurant up in Lake Tahoe called Toast Tahoe. Family. He's got a wife. He's got a 2-year-old baby. His wife's Japanese, and he brought his whole wife's family from Japan. How long ago?
They've been here for a little over a year right now at this point.
Little
from
over a
Japan.
year.
But me and
Grandma,
Akumi have been
grandpa,
together.
sister, an extra baby, and so this guy's the man. Family man, entrepreneur. He's one of us. And my story. I work for Grant Cardone. I've been with Grant for a couple years now. Winner of Whatever It Takes, season 1, episode 5. Steve Spray, if you're watching, he knows he loves it when I give that shout out. And we were talking this morning at breakfast. We were having a cup of coffee, and he was talking to me about what I do to get ready for a phone call or get ready for a sales meeting. And
Just adjusting our view here.
and what I told him was, dude, I don't really get ready. I stay ready. And what I used to do is I have to get myself hyped up for a phone call or hyped up for a sales meeting. Like, what am I going to do? But instead of doing that now, I train so much that it never turns off. Now, I might get rusty if I don't train for a day or two. The first phone call I make or the first time I get back onto a sales meeting, I might be a little bit rusty. But what I'm doing is I'm training so much that it never comes off. Okay? Love it. Stay ready. Absolutely. You got to stay ready. So that's one of the things that's when he was talking to me, like, we used to get keyed up, talked about Tony Robbins in the red spot, like, but right now, and you guys know, if you train, you're always training, you're always getting better. Like, Michael Jordan never had to turn it on. He trained so much that he knew that when he got on to whoever he faced, he knew he trusted his abilities so much to go out there and just kill him. Okay?
Never hang up the phone. Continue calls for 15-minute intervals.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, we split, instead of having, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the next hour, let's see how much I can get done in the next 15 minutes. You're probably going to double and triple, the the amount of work that you get done. Who's got a couple questions for us?
You know, too, like while we're waiting for a couple questions to pop in, you know, I really like the analogy we were using about how sports teams are always ready. Like you were talking about before, when you start your day, you started your day with about an hour before you actually started your day.
Oh, right.
Right, and then at the end of the day, you did the same thing every single day religiously, basically.
Right.
That's the making the difference. It's not about just what's up, Chris Record. Thanks for joining us. Definitely some great views besides the smoke in the background.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what stuck to me was the fact that, because we were talking about just being ready for any situation that possibly could be happening, because it comes down to the practice.
Right.
The practice is what it was like. You know, once you were in the middle and you were in, that's what you said, the game.
Right.
The game was the middle
Right.
part. That to me was one of the best keys I've ever heard. And we're using analogies like you were talking about an analogy of like a closer, a sweeper,
a cleaner,
a cleaner,
a closer, and a cooler.
a cooler.
And anybody who's read Tim Grover's Relentless knows what I was talking about. And the Tim Grover's Relentless and Chet Holmes' The Ultimate Sales Machine are the two books that I'm reading right now, just besides all the training that I do with Grant Cardone. And what we were talking about was, you know, if you're a professional athlete, you practice so much that when you're in the game, you don't have time to practice while you're in the game. You might have time to call a timeout and draw up a play, but you don't have time to practice. That's why you practice so much outside of the game. So when, you know, like salespeople and entrepreneurs just like you and us, we don't have time to train and practice between 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m., right? So we get, in our office, we're required to do 6 segments of content on Cardone University before we even show up at the office. So we train for 30 to 40 minutes in the morning, and then we have a 9:05 meeting that lasts 15 minutes, and then from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., we role play for 30 minutes, mandatory every single day, so that, you know, just like a basketball player, a football player, they go out for 10 or 15 minutes before the game and they warm up. They get ready so they're not cold, so they're not spending the first quarter getting ready. They're already warmed up. And that's one of the things that we always do. If you don't have somebody to role play, man, call me. I'll role play with you. Call Carl. Okay, we'll role play with you. I'm Dave at grantcardone.com. Send me an email with your contact information. How can they get a hold of you?
Slapitnow.com. If you don't know how to spell slapitnow.com, I don't know if I can help you out, but slapitnow.com, you'll actually get a free ebook where I'll actually teach you and give you 20 top productivity tips. There you go.
Yeah,
slapitnow.com. Thanks, Chris. Big shout out to Chris, too, right there. That's definitely a good guy to follow.
Yeah. The chair, we know what kind of role playing you're talking about, girl. I'm talking about role playing with you customers.
Productivity's so good, makes you want to slap it now.
Yeah.
So go slap it now.
So training and practice and then playing the game are two different things. Role play is mandatory. It's got to happen every single day. What else were we talking about?
You know what was good, too, is actually you gave me a phone call. You basically gave me a cold call.
Oh, okay.
A cold call lesson. So if you guys are making phone calls, make sure you got your pen and your pencil handy for this one, because this actually just knocked me off my seat.
So the 30-minute training or practice, the role play that we're talking about is we're practicing the hardest phone call that you're going to make that day. Whatever the hardest thing is that you're going to do that day, it's the fundamental of what you're doing, though. That's the call you've got to do. So for us, we're cold calling presidents, owners of companies, the real decision makers. So we practice that phone call, and it could sound something like this. Hi, my name's Dave. I'm calling you from Grant Cardone's office. Do you have 30 seconds? Yeah, I got 30 seconds. Excellent, sir. The reason for my call is Grant wanted me to reach out to you and show you some brand new tools that we're using in companies just like yours, and all I need is 10-minute slot on your calendar, okay, to go over what we're doing. Well, what do you mean? Well, listen. What we're doing is we're helping people with the toughest thing that they've got going on in their companies. You know, I don't know what the problems are right now for your sales team. It could be phones, could be follow-up, could be prospecting. You know, where do you see that if your people got better, you know, you'd be able to put another $1 million on the board? Well, it could be follow-up. Okay, excellent, sir. Now, when it's follow-up, is it your people don't do enough of it, or they just don't do it at all? You know, give them a choice. Well, you know, they don't know what they're doing. Excellent, no problem. We're going to cover all of that. I'm going to solve that follow-up problem for you. When can I get 10 minutes on your calendar? Later this afternoon or tomorrow morning? Unless you got 10 minutes right now. If you got 10 minutes right now, excellent. Go to cardoneuniversity.com. Okay. And what that does is that gives him an out, lets him feel like he's in control when you control the entire call, and you practice that. But then it's not going to be that simple. He's going to say two things every single time. I'm busy, I don't have time right now, or I'm not interested. If you're busy, completely understand, sir. That's exactly why my boss asked me to give you a call, because he knows you're busy. You got to agree with him. Get into his head by his point of view. I know you're busy. Okay, that's exactly why I called. You don't have time for this phone call, right? You got a meeting to get into that you're already 5 minutes late for. You're the first one there. You're the last one to leave. You're working 7 days a week. You know you're going to get home late, and your family's not going to like that either. Okay, this is exactly what I want to do, sir, is I want to save you time, because you have absolutely no time to train your people. Am I right? Great. You have 2 minutes right now? And smile. He's like, shit. Or he's going to say, I'm not interested. I understand, sir, not interested. I know you're interested in making more money, though, or else you wouldn't have shown up at work today. Go to cardoneuniversity.com. Say, it's just a complaint. It's just a brush off. It's a stall. I handle it and move right back in. Yes, always, always, always agree. Renee is one of the biggest followers that we have. She's absolutely awesome. She's a stylist. Natalie from The Chair 123 at The Chair 123. She's also a stylist. We've got people in all different industries, because you're all selling. You can call yourself a stylist, a barber. I'm a real estate consultant. I'm an advisor. You're all salespeople. You got it, Renee. You're all salespeople. You're always selling something. Well, I'm not a salesperson. You're selling me right now that you're not a salesperson. You're always selling. Who's got a couple questions for us? Yeah, we're all selling something. Thanks, Chris. You're welcome, Natalie. Thanks for watching. Yes, you are a sales machine. You will be one of us.
I am a sales machine.
I am a sales machine. We're all selling. Those are great questions.
Those are awesome questions, guys. We got a lot of salespeople on here, obviously.
Yeah, dude. Of course, we got salespeople.
Do you guys realize who you have here right now on this Periscope? You guys have one of the top salespeople in the country that works under the best salesperson in the world. Yeah. Do you guys understand that? Your questions right now.
What does Carl do?
I'm a software developer. I'm an insurance. I've been in the insurance industry. I run a software company that makes CRMs for salespeople, a sales-centric CRM. Also, our family owns a restaurant called Toast Tahoe down in Zephyr Cove in Lake Tahoe. If you ever come up here, come join us. Come, and if you ask for me, definitely would be open to sitting down with you. Awesome. One guy's here from insurance. When can we get a no? Do you try to reverse that or go for the yes? Sorry, Chris, I missed the end of it.
Well, Renee asked a question, and we were talking about it today. How do you handle the gatekeeper?
How do you handle the gatekeeper?
So you've got to treat the gatekeeper like they are the owner of the company. You treat them with love. You treat them with respect. You never, there's some people that call our office, hey, I need to talk to Grant. Okay, good. Well, what's the purpose and what's the objective of the call? It's none of your business. I just need to talk to Grant. Wrong. Wrong. That gatekeeper is going to be the life and death for you. So absolute love to the gatekeeper. Show them exactly what they need to hear, exactly what they want, and make them a decision maker. They're probably going to, this is what we do. You could use this. Hey, listen, Sally, or Natalie. We'll use Natalie as an example. So Natalie's a gatekeeper. Natalie, this is a cold call. In fact, it doesn't even get any colder than this. This is a freezing cold call. What we do is we work with companies and we do this, this, and this. And all I want to do is give your boss an opportunity to take a look at this. It might not even be for him. Kind of take it away a little bit. Leave the door completely open. Don't shove anything down their throats. I don't even know if it's going to be for you. I don't even know if it's going to be for you. But, it would just be, he's not available. I completely understand he's not available. I wouldn't expect him to be available. A guy like him, he's definitely not going to be available. Okay? All I want to do is talk to you today. Yeah, I want to give you some information, send you an email. Okay, in fact, I want to text you a video right now of a quick link that you can send out to all your salespeople or your staff. What's the best number to text that to? Bang, you're going to get her cell phone number right there. Then you're going to be best friends, and you're going to shoot her the selfie video that we talk about in Cardone University. Okay, so always, always, always help that gatekeeper feel empowered and important.
So Chris Record asked a question, when you get a no, do you reverse it or go to the next phone call? Do you try to reverse it or just forget it? They're a no. I guess what the question might be is, when is the best time to realize that this is going nowhere? on a phone call? I think that would be more just me thinking
Well,
about.
it depends on which part of, like, is it the cold call? Is it the cold call, or is it in the demo? Is it the presentation or the close? Which part of the which?
I think he's talking about cold call.
Cold call?
But I don't know. Chris, tell us. Do you keep trying until they hang up?
Okay,
I guess
good.
that's the answer.
So it depends on where we're at, because what you have to do is you have to think about what's going on in their world right now. Because there's sometimes you're going to call somebody and you're going to get the owner on the phone just by accident, and like, hey dude, look, I'm busy. I got to go into a meeting in 2 minutes. Sometimes you're going to have to do the soft. You're going to be able to say, absolutely no problem. When's a better time for me to call you back? I don't know. Just call me back. I'm busy. That guy is probably busy. Remember this. If he's hard to get to, he's easy to sell. If he's hard to get to, he's easy to sell. If they're easy to get to, if the guy's like, dude, I'm so glad you called. I got nothing to do for the next hour. He probably has no money. If he doesn't have a gatekeeper, that means he's not very guarded. He's not going to buy anything from you. If they have a gatekeeper, if he's always busy, if he's never available, he's the buyer. He's the guy that you want. If he's easy to get to, I'm like, probably not even going to talk to this guy. I want the guy. How hard is it to get to Barack Obama?
Impossible.
How hard is it to get to Donald Trump right now? Those are the decision makers that you need to get to. Okay? Those are the guys you need to go after. The guys that are hard to get to, the guys with the gatekeepers.
And that's the approach that, I don't mean to steal on that, but that's the approach that I've always taken, was to start from the top. Start from the top and then work your way down if you can.
There's no reason, you know, the only reason I would talk to somebody else is to create a buzz about, dude, this guy Dave has called every single person in our office. Okay? And that's what I would do. If I can't get a hold of him, the next call will be to, who's in charge when Carl's not there? Okay, good. Who's in charge? Bob? Okay, who's in charge when Bob is not there? And call back and leave Bob a message. And then who's in charge when Bob's not there? Sherry. Okay, good. Call back and leave Sherry's a message. And then get to the gatekeeper. Who's in charge when Sherry's not there? And you go down the list until somebody gets on there and somebody's like, oh, dude, I love your product. I listen to you guys all the time. Or that's exactly the shampoo that I like to have. Or, oh, I live down there. Or whatever it is. Then you get the fan, and then that fan will help you get up into the next levels again. But you continue down. This is why it's not just about making a cold call. It's about prospecting. It's about following up. It's about having a full pipeline. If you think you're going to make 10 phone calls and talk to 10 people, you're stupid. And it's stupid. I mean, it's not saying something's bad about you. Yeah. It's just you're stupid. And you look the word up. It's not demeaning. It's just you don't know something. So you've got to prospect. Okay, you've got to call 1,000 people. You're going to maybe hit 100. You're going to maybe talk to 10. And of those 10, you have 10 working deals. You're going to sell one of them. It is a numbers game. You have to have a full pipeline. So you get a no. The guy hangs up on you. Okay, good. He's going to be put into my CRM. I'm going to give him another call tomorrow. It's going to be a different phone call. I'm going to send the guy an email. I'm going to send him a video message. I'm going to send him a card with my card in it. Just as, hey, can't wait to work with your team. If it's 3 months down the line, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy a $2 chocolate boot. I'm going to send it to him. Hey, man, just want to get my foot back in the door. Okay, you got to get creative. And in the Cardone University, we actually give you 365 different ways to follow up with someone. So you have a different way to follow up with someone for an entire year. If you don't sell them, okay, look, this is how important follow-up is. 48% of all salespeople never follow up, ever. Only 20% of deals are made the first contact, the first time you pitch someone. 80% of all the deals that are made out there are between the 5th and 12th contact. Some of them even more. Only 25% of salespeople right now follow up more than one time. So if you follow up with someone 6, 7, or 8 times, they're not even in your league, man. You're going to dominate and crush them. So it's not just one phone call. And there's not one thing that you can show someone or one phone call or one email. Right now, know that if you leave somebody a message, they're probably not even listening to it. You got to break through the noise. You got to smash them. You got to crush them. You got to get somebody's attention. Okay?
Yeah. And then one of the other questions that came up was about overcoming, like making sure the spouse is there. And we actually talked about it. I think it's the same principle that goes along with being in, like making sure the decision makers are at the actual pitch. So,
okay, yeah. So when somebody says, okay, yeah, we'll take the meeting, it's going to be 10 minutes, absolutely, maybe we want to work on follow-up or whatever it is that you're selling, okay? If it's, yeah, I want to look at that car, or yeah, that ring is nice, or, you know, you own a barbershop and you're buying a new chair for your barbershop. Whoever's selling, whoever is out there selling, this is what you say: excellent, no problem, we're going to be there at this time. Is there anybody else that you need to help you make this decision? Or are you the man? And they're going to say every time, oh, I'm the man. I'm the man. I make it happen. I know you're the man. I know you're the decision maker. Is there anybody else that's going to need to be there to help you make that decision? You need manager's buy-in, maybe the owner, the president of the company, and you keep asking that until they're like, dude, I'm the man. Okay, good, because I'm going to hold you to it. And that takes conviction. That takes a lot of confidence, because an amateur salesperson is going to go, I got an appointment. Okay, good, I got an appointment, and then hang up. A professional is going to say, okay, good. Now, on that call, is there anybody else that's going to need to be there to help you make the decision? Or are you the man? Okay, good, because I'm going to hold you to it. Now, is there any reason you're not going to be able to make that appointment on 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday? You know, except for like a zombie apocalypse. Is there any reason why you wouldn't be able to make it? No, man, I'm going to be there. Okay, good. If you're not able to be there, would you have the courtesy to give me a call, because my time's valuable too, sir? So, and the reason we do that is I would rather him tell me, look, it's not real, it's not going to happen, it's no, now, instead of chasing the guy for 3, 4, 5, or 6 months, and then having it be a no, and he's not really the right guy. And the reason I can do that is because my pipeline is full, baby, because I got a full freaking pipeline, because I'm prospecting every single day. I spend more time prospecting than I do pitching.
Yeah, how many phone calls a day does your guys do?
Okay, so my promoters in my company are required to do a minimum of 150 phone calls throughout the day.
150. That's the magic number.
And honestly, if you do nothing but cold calling, you have your list of 150 people you're going to call, and all you do is cold call, you can probably get that done in about 4 hours, half your day. But right now you're like, no, there's no way I can do that. There's no way you can do that. It's because you're busy going to Starbucks, you're busy bullshitting at the water cooler, you're busy on Facebook, watching everybody else's posts.
Distractions.
Instead of just posting and then getting back to work, you're being distracted.
Where do we get the cold call list from?
You create it, dude.
There's plenty of resources for that.
This is what you do. You go to Google. You go to Google and you put, I mean, who are you selling to? Name somebody you're selling to.
Restaurants.
You're selling to restaurants. You've got a brand new piece of equipment.
150 calls, dials, versus answers.
No, dial, dude. You're
Dials.
not going to get 150 people on the phone.
Yeah.
So you're calling restaurants and you've got this brand new vodka. You work for Tahoe Blue. You got a brand new vodka and you want to sell that. Okay.
There's a little plug for them.
Yeah, Tahoe Blue.
Tahoe Blue vodka.
What was the question? I got excited with talking about vodka.
I know, it's kind of caught my mind too. The question is like, how do you find leads?
Okay, how do you find leads? So what you're going to do is I want to find all the restaurants around Lake Tahoe, and I'm going to go hit all of them. You go to Google and you type in Lake Tahoe restaurants. And then you're going to get a list of maybe 5 or 6 of the top restaurants. At the bottom of that list, Google will say, click here for more restaurants. You click on that list, and then it's going to give you all 150 restaurants around Lake Tahoe. Then you take a piece of paper, and you click on one of the restaurants. You pull it up. You're going to get the address. Open another Google, and you type in that restaurant, and you type in owner. You type in president. Then you're going to get that list. Then you go to LinkedIn and you find the person that owns the restaurant. Can they find you as an owner on Tahoe Toast?
Toast. Yeah, they can find me. They can find
me.
Yeah,
so
easily.
You have to spend time creating it. This is not going to be done between 8:30 and 7:30 during the day. This is that practice. This is that if you want to break away from everybody else, this is one of those things that you're going to be doing on a Sunday afternoon instead of watching football. Okay? This is one of those things that you're going to be doing on Thursday night instead of watching Netflix. Okay? Because the millionaires aren't watching those shows. Those millionaires are out there grinding and they're doing it. This is how you create your list. This is how we create our lists. You know, we're not buying lists, because buying lists is it's bullshit. And the more you know your list, the more you're going to be able to, you're going to know that customer. Okay? Go to LinkedIn, type in presidents or owners of restaurants in this area. LinkedIn will just give you the list of them.
We're actually working on a scraper that will actually give them all those leads.
Nice.
Like within seconds.
Nice. And then write them down. Just get a notepad, the name, of the company, the person you need to contact, and the phone number. And then you have that list, and then you bang that list. And every week you have to get 50 new leads on your own. And then you also, you bang that list.
You bang that list.
Bang that list. So, hey, we're not going to be into it. This is nothing for us. We don't even serve vodka. Okay, excellent, sir. Who do you know that's next to you that does serve vodka? Well, I'm not giving you that. Okay, yeah, but it gets them thinking like, look, I'm here to get this done, and I'm going to do it with or without you. But it'd be great to know that, as another entrepreneur, you'd help somebody out. If it's not for you, that's fine. Who do you know that actually serves vodka at their restaurants? Who do you know that I could call today that would take my phone call?
So what
Smiling
businesses,
and dialing.
What businesses are you guys in that are on here right now live? Bang that list. Slap it now. Exactly. Thanks, Darcy. Power Hour, baby.
Power Hour,
is that the
baby.
job, John? Is that your job? Is it all about Power Hour? Salon,
Yeah.
fine jewelry, digital advertising.
Yeah. So listen, if you guys want a free sales meeting from me,
Right.
if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, just Google the name Grant Cardone or go to Google and type in sales training. He's the #1 sales expert on the planet. I've been with Grant for a couple of years now. I couldn't just go to work for him. I had to actually win my spot with him in a competition. You can go to mygctv.com and find out how I won. But what we do is we give out free sales meetings. If you like the way that I do a sales meeting for you, then I'd like to talk to your owner about training your salespeople every single day and in a digital online, web-based program where Grant Cardone is going to be the trainer, and I'm like an outside director of sales for you. You can reach me at dave@grantcardone.com, and Cardone is Cardone. You finished Sell or Be Sold this morning. Awesome book. That's Grant's first book. Next book you need to read is The Closer's Survival Guide. Then, if you're not first, you're last. And then the 10X Rule. That's actually the way Grant wrote them. And then he's writing Obsessed right now. Was rewatching 10X Life again this morning. Dude, the 10X Super Life. Dude,
What's that about?
okay, so Grant did
don't
a live webinar last month, and it's called the 10X Super Life. Look, everybody just got lit up. Dave@grantcardone.com. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's exactly it. So Grant did a 4-hour live webinar. It was like $50 to join. It was probably $50 million worth of information.
Wow.
So he wrote that book about 3 years ago. In the last 3 years, he created so much more content about the 10X. He did a $50 webinar, and it was free. And it was all about 10Xing everything and creating a super life. So listen, if you want to do 10X homework, you want to go to 10xsuperlife.com. You can print out the pledge, you can print out the homework. 10xsuperlife.com.
Someone want to put that up there on the thread so everybody can get it?
Millions on the million. So look, these are the webinars he's done in the last few months. Millions on the phone webinar. It's all about how to use the phone and how to make millions on the phone. 10X Super Life, the Closers webinar, and 7 Sales Secrets. So it's like a webinar on each book that he's done. And
10xsuperlife.com.
10xsuperlife.com. Yeah, just go there. There's a pledge, there's homework you can do. The pledge and the homework's absolutely for free. Email me and I'll send you some links on exactly how to get the full webinars. Dave@grantcardone.com. Let's see, I've signed up for all the webinars. If you sign up for all the webinars, you want to get the most advanced tool, it's Cardone University. Cardone University is Grant's most advanced tool. He'll be your sales trainer for the next year. If you got a company with 3, 4, or 5 salespeople or more, all the way up to 100 salespeople, there's no limit actually. I'd love to do a free sales meeting for you virtually. Email me, Dave@grantcardone.com.
What if they want to call you?
310-777-0255. 310-777-0255. Should I give him my cell phone?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Okay, if you want to.
Look, here's my
All
cell
right.
phone number. Okay, you guys. Yep, 310-777-0255.
Beverly Hills number.
Who is that? Why Kenny? Why Kenny? Thanks so much. Haha.
Do you guys want Dave's cell phone number?
Do you want my cell phone number?
That's scary, man.
Why?
That's
Why is that scary?
I don't know. I guess that's 10xing it right here.
That's
Do you guys
10xing
want
it.
his number?
Hell yeah. Okay, here's my cell phone number. Ready? Write this down. Or text it out so everybody can have it. Dave, I want your cell. Who is that? Renee? Okay, look. 702-619-4089. 702-619-4089. I'm here to help somebody today. Give your boss, give your owner, give your president my number. Let me do a free sales meeting for you guys. 702-619-4089. That's what it is, exactly.
That's what it is. You guys got it.
Shoot me a text. Tell me that you saw this. I'll send you some kind of gift. I got something. 702 in the house. Yeah,
Yep.
Vegas, baby. Bang, bang, bang.
We both used to live there.
Absolutely. We lived in Reno. We lived in Vegas.
I went to San Diego. You went to Miami.
That's right.
Then I came to Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe.
So
Get wrapped with me. Absolutely. Get wrapped. So free sales meeting, 15-minute free sales meeting for your entire sales team. Email me, dave@grantcardone.com. You got my text number. You can send me a text. Make sure you follow Carl on, who you with, Dave? Marcus. This is Carl Schuckert, great friend of mine, entrepreneur, restaurant owner, business owner, exactly the same age. We're young hustlers. Are we still young hustlers?
we're still young.
We're still young hustlers.
We're
man.
always going to be young.
Yeah,
young
we could be
hustlers.
100 and we're going to be
Carl
young
with a
hustlers.
K.
Carl with the K. How can they find you?
Now Driven, you can go to slapitnow.com. You can go to Now Driven, which is actually a product that helps salespeople be way more effective.
Put your
with
email
converting
address.
leads.
Put your email address. How can they get a hold of you?
Carl@nowdriven.com.
There it is.
Carl@nowdriven.com.
If they can't get a hold of you, man.
Man, that's the only way. I'm not going to give you my cell phone number. Sorry, I'm not that big. Not yet.
I'm out there, man. Go ahead. Call me.
Hey, if you guys get my, if you go to slapitnow.com, I've got 20 free, it's an ebook. It's 20 top productivity tips that will skyrocket your business. And I actually have your cell phone number in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever,
So-
man. I'm here to help somebody.
It's in there. Right
Carl
on.
with the K.
Carl with the K. Carl Schuckert. Slapitnow.com. Go get it, guys. We could probably spend a little bit more time and then we'll pop off. But if you guys have some more questions or anything, I mean, you have the guy right here. You have Dave Robards.
What's that? So, what do you recommend for someone who has been supporting sales but wants to get in? You got to get committed and figure it out later. You want to get as much information about sales as you can. Email me, dave@grantcardone.com, and I'll send you some links on some ways that you can get started. But you want to train. You got to find out what you're interested in, and don't do what you love. Do what everybody else hates. Do the thing everybody else hates to do. Like, I don't want to work on Sunday. Work on Sunday. I don't want to work past 7. Work past 7. Okay? I don't want to make 150 phone calls. Make 150 phone calls. Do what everybody else hates to do, and you're going to get noticed.
Will you be at the Periscope Summit?
Well, I won't be at the Periscope Summit, but you can see me and my boys, Jordan Stupar, Steve Spray, Rob Sislow, and Mike Bonnet every Monday through Thursday on the Scope Train. I'm the commander of the Scope Train. It's 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, Monday through Thursday. So you'll see us on there tonight. Appreciate the questions. Great scope. Come on, man. I want the train. Yeah,
I want on the train.
I want on the train. You got. You'll see us tonight, Dave. You can follow me at it's Dave Robards on Periscope, at the Dave Robards on Twitter. Scope Train will fuel your brain. Renee,
Nice one.
you rock. How do you recommend working past 40 hours when you're not supposed to? Who tells you you're not supposed to?
Are you telling yourself that, or is that what your boss is telling you?
Well, I'm not supposed to work past 40 hours. Good. Clock out and keep working.
Show that initiative.
Yeah.
You know, show them that you're willing to do what
It's
it
not
takes.
about the money that you're getting right this second. It's about the money that you're going to get. And if they're like, you can't work past 40 hours. They didn't say anything about you can't train. They didn't say anything about you can't go collect more data. You can't read another book. You can't exercise more. You can't get ready for something else. Nobody's saying that you can't do that. Okay?
Money.
Nice.
Nice. All right, guys, do you have any other more questions? We still have quite a few people here, so any more questions? No. Looks like we're out of questions. Everybody must be perfect and the best at sales after this.
Wait.
Winners do things that losers don't. Exactly.
Right.
Be willing to do what others aren't willing to do. Blab.im.
Blab. I am.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll have to do some
Well,
blabs.
I think we had a pretty good one right here.
yeah.
Have a great one. Where's more on the contest you won? So you want to go to mygctv.com. You want to subscribe. You can subscribe for free, and then click on the tab that says reality, and then you'll click on the show Whatever It Takes. And then when you click on that show, you'll see episode 1 through 4. You need to click on more episodes. I'm episode 5. You can see how I won my job with Grant Cardone.
Yeah, and also I saw some questions there. They were actually already answered. So if you're on the replay, thanks for being part of the replay. If you're not on the replay, go watch the replay because, again, there's tons of things. Tell us a story, Dave.
Who is that?
When you started before Grant.
Before Grant? Okay, here's a quick story. I worked for a leadership development company out in Las Vegas, and I sold over the phone. Really great company. And I thought I was a good salesperson there. My best year there, I made $30,000. And for a family of 4 in America, the average income is 28 grand. I'm single, got no kids, and I thought I was doing great. My first year for Grant, I totally sucked, had no idea what I was doing. I went from college to the NFL, the big leagues, and I doubled my income. I literally went from 30 grand to 60 grand, and I didn't know what I was doing, but because of being around Grant, just my mindset had changed. That was my first year. I'm 9 months into my second year, and what is that? I've tripled so far. The first 9 months, I've tripled what I did my first year. So I went to doubling my income my first year, and then tripling my first year.
The year's not over yet.
The year's not even over yet, and I tripled it. So I should be doing about 4 times as much as I did. So you are kicking ass. That's damn right I'm kicking ass.
So is that where the money's at? Commission-based sales?
100%. If you're
100%.
working hourly, you're a slave. Slave. If you're working hourly, the only way you're going to be able to really break through, get through the commission base. But the only way you're going to do that is you gotta learn what you're doing. You gotta train every single day. My biggest piece of advice: train
before and after.
180K. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that basically saying what you made at this point?
I've made, but we're talking about 9 months into it.
Yeah. It's probably actually more with bonuses and all that stuff.
And my big bonuses are happening at the end of the year. I'll make about $300,000 this year.
Dang. $300,000 commission-based sales.
My mindset changed and my training changed. That's what changed. So, and getting around the right people.
You know, we talked earlier today. We talked about it too. When you're new in sales, you got to look at it like you're in college. Like the first year, you're a freshman. Like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know anything. You're just following a script, and you don't even know why you're following a script. You don't even know why the words are written the way that they're written in that script. But the best thing that you can do is do it.
Right.
Follow it. And then the second year, you're like a sophomore. You're like, I'm feeling kind of comfortable. I'm feeling better. I know more. My knowledge is better. I can read people better. And then you become a junior. And then as a junior, you're like, I got this. This is a piece of cake. And then the last year is where the big test is at, like the 4th year, because that's the year where you graduate and you go on to the pros. So that's how I've always looked at sales. Just look at it like that, especially if you're new. I know we have some new people on here that are like, we had one guy, Joe, I think he was wondering where he should go to get into sales. What about, let's throw this out there. I don't know if you guys are doing a season 3, right?
I'm sure we'll do another season.
If you guys do a season 3, how hard is it for someone to get in?
Well, first off, we probably I don't know, because season 1 we had 7 or 8 contestants on each show.
Uh-huh.
On season 2 we went to 13 contestants. Damn. And we had to push people away.
Wow, so it's hard.
So yeah, absolutely. And then we only have one winner out of them, and everybody wanted it. So, and even I can't really go to it because it hasn't been aired yet. Yeah. But I'll tell you right now that everything we do to people on whatever it takes is nothing compared to the actual job.
I can't wait.
The job is actually harder than the show.
Sounds like a good place. Insurance sales is a great place, definitely. Same with real estate.
Absolutely.
You got to find something you can believe in.
Right.
Awesome. Do you guys have anything else for us, or we're going to pop off here?
We'll probably do another one later this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, hey, love you guys. Thanks for joining us. And Dave, thanks for so much for getting on my Periscope and sharing the love as well. And we look forward to teaching and giving you guys tons and tons of value. So you guys have a great